press, getting to Roosevelt a little bit right away as Giblin will bring it up. And she swings it over to Koima. Koima back over to Nielsen. Nielsen over to Giblin. Giblin at top of the key, takes a screen from Nielsen. Giblin gets a post touch down low to Ambrose. Ambrose is going to be fouled, and that will be on, we'll see, that'll be on number 10, Kunkel. Here first team foul for both teams, as we'll have Koima inbound it to Giblin. Looking for a ball screen back. Over to Ambrose. Ambrose gets a shot ejected by Koike, and there's a jump ball, and that'll go to Roosevelt as they're going to win a jump ball. So it'll be Nielsen passing it in up to Giblin. Roosevelt trying to set up an offense. Over down low to Koima. Koima for two. First bucket of the season for the Riders. 2 minutes into the game, and it's 3-2.
Yeah, I think for Roosevelt's offense to work on, I think they need to go down low a little bit more.
And there's Kunkel up top. Tough pass over to Muller. Up to Ronzik. Back over the corner to Kunkel. Kunkel takes a shot fake over to Ronzik down low for a lay-in.
See, I mean, if you just weave your way between these defenses, somehow, I don't know, Roosevelt just can't seem to get anything to go on offense yet.
And Emma Ronzik is O'Gorman's best player and has some talent, as that was tipped. Almedina's shot was tipped, and ball was tipped away, and we have 3 subs coming in. Kayla Martinez, Mackenzie Reesness, and Deandra Ratliff. And Roosevelt will set up a full court press. As that ball's inbound to Kunkel. Kunkel makes some moves on Hattie Giblin. Gets over, dribbles dead. Posts up to Ronzik. Ronzik passes it back out to Okoye. Okoye tries to get rid of it to Ronzik. Gets a handle of it, and there's a foul in the play, but she cannot put it in for the three-point opportunity.
Yeah.
As that was on 23, Kayla Martinez.
Yeah. Just, if these girls understand, if you attack down low, I mean both sides, if you attack down low, you're either going to force foul, get the layup, or get maybe even both if you're lucky. So
as Ronzik hits the first one and hits the second one as well. 5 points already for Emma Ronzik. Or 4 points, excuse me. And that's Kayla Martinez over to Giblin. Giblin can't go into that corner. Gets it over to Martinez. They almost ran it out of time. Martinez tries to run out of it. And they will get a foul on Carly Kunkel, and that's her second already in only 3 minutes into the first quarter. And she might be coming out, and she is already in foul trouble. She had a 3-pointer to start the game for O'Gorman, and she's picked up her second foul, and that could be big for O'Gorman. As looks like she showed some ability to shoot the basketball already as 2 fouls 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah, seen a lot of stuff from her.
And Kayla Martinez will get the ball in balance. At the top of the key, swings it over to Giblin. O'Gorman playing a 2-3 zone over to Kayla Martinez. And that ball is taken away by Ronzik, and Kayla Martinez picks up her second foul. And that might take her out of the game as well. 2 fouls, 3.5 minutes into the game. And
yeah,
looks like they're going to keep in.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what she was doing there, but she kind of cut her off. Right? I don't know how else to explain it, but
yeah, she just kind of put her arm into it, draw the foul, as they'll get it down low to Okoye. Okoye double teamed, and that'll be a double dribble on Okoye. Good double team by the Riders, and that's another turnover for O'Gorman. It's their second or third of the game, as Kayla Martinez will get the inbounds pass and trying to break that little zone press. Breaks it just fine and swings it over to Reesness. Swings it over to Giblin. Top of the key to Martinez with the screen. Nielsen has the ball. Nielsen kicks it out to Hattie Giblin. Hattie Giblin with a good drive, and no foul there, and they will call another jump ball. That was Ratliff trying to get in there, and Oklahoma will have the ball in the possession arrow. And
watching back at that, Macy Nielsen got really low, and it looked like she might have had a chance to shoot, but she didn't, and I think they have to take more shots to be able to get points on the board. That's quite obvious. If they don't take more shots, they're not going to get enough points on the board to compete against Gorman.
Very true, and now they just lob it up top to Ronzik, and she swings it back over to Riley, over to Ronzik again, up to Isabel Moore. Isabel Moore swings it over to Riley Benson. Benson up the middle to Ronzik. Good look, and it rattles out. Rebounded though. Good rebound by Courtney Barrow. But Roosevelt gets a rebound. And Koima hits the three after a really good move by number 1 Maya Raugenbach, and a rejection, but they're going to call a foul. They're going to get that on, I believe, number 55, Salma Sharif, and that'll be 2 shots for Emma Ronzik at the free throw line, who has 4 points already for the Knights. The leading scorer has a chance to get up to 6.
That happened so quick. If you're here, you should hear the crowd. That was crazy. In a little bit of amount of time, a lot of craziness.
Yeah, as Ronzik misses the first one, rattles out, and she puts through the second one as Andros will put it into Martinez. Martinez will bring it up the floor. And looking for a wing pass, doesn't get it. Ball screen from Raugenbach. And the ball is almost taken away. Martinez holds on to it. A little bit of an open look for Koima for a second. Martinez shot fakes, and there's a turnover on the Riders. That's been a big problem for them early in this game. They push it up the floor to Moore. Moore kicks it out. Ronzik for 3. Got it. Emma Ronzik. 8 points already. 8 of the 11 points. The other 3 was from...
Gorman's definitely doing good on offense and defense. They just have a good starting team right now, and they're able to stop Roosevelt at the moment.
And they've had a difficult zone on Roosevelt. There's just another foul there. That's going to be on... It's going to be on Isabel Moore. That'll be her first of the half. And O'Gorman has definitely caused Roosevelt some trouble on the defensive end, as they're sending 4 more subs into the game. Roosevelt will have the ball underneath the hoop. 11-5 O'Gorman with 2:19 left in the first quarter. Ronzik is the leading scorer for the Knights with 8, and Koima is the leading scorer for Roosevelt with 5. And there's Giblin with a good take, and they will get a foul on the floor on Isabel Moore again. That's her second foul in the last 20 seconds. They might get a sub for her, and they will. This will be number 24, Reagan Riley. And there'll be a pass in out of bounds by Brooke Almendaner. Looks up to the top of the key to Hattie Giblin. He's got it at the right wing. Swings it over to Macy Nielsen. Over to Reams. Which is over to Almendaner. Over to Giblin. Giblin trying to make a move. Gets hits off of Ronzik's leg. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Brought up by Nielsen. Nielsen with the ball screen. Nielsen over to Hattie Giblin. Back to Nielsen for 3. No good. Roosevelt crashes the board zone, gets an offensive rebound. And they'll kick it back out to Giblin to reset it up. 1:30 left in the first quarter. 11-5 O'Gorman. Swings it over to Reesness. Swings it back over to Almendaner. Back over to Reesness. Over had an open look for a second. Didn't take it. And Roosevelt will have another turnover as that's really up the floor. Kicks back it out to Ronzik. Ronzik for 3. Good.
See, Roosevelt just doesn't have fast passes. You need to have fast passes. I don't care what type of fast passes, chest passes, bounce passes. but you have to have fast passes. That's what O'Gorman has right now.
And Ronzik is continuing to dominate Roosevelt with 11 points already in the first quarter as Giblin, from the elbow is no good. Little double right there up to Ronzik. Ronzik pushes up the floor to Okoye. Okoye is fouled at the rim. And I believe that's on number 31, Ratliff. And it's going to be, we're going to give it on Hattie Giblin, number 4. That's going to be your first. Team's fourth foul of the half. 43 seconds left. It's 14-5. A chance for O'Gorman to go by 11. They hit the first one, and this game was 8-5, and now O'Gorman's gone on a nice 7-0 run, a chance to make an 8-0 run here to push us up to a double.
There's just a lot of hustle in that team, and I'm not really seeing a lot of hustle in Roosevelt, and I don't know what it is. I really don't, but O'Gorman just has that drive right now that Roosevelt definitely doesn't have.
And free throw just rattles out, and Sharif gets the rebound as Koima brings up the floor over to Giblin. And that ball goes back to Koima, over to Reesness, who swings it back over to Koima. Koima down low to Giblin. Giblin swings it out. An extra pass to Reesness, who airballs the 3 long. And that ball is rebounded by Riley, who pushes up the floor with 15 seconds left. No more shot clock, who swings it over to Riley Benson, and a turnover on the Knights. And 9 seconds left. Roosevelt's going to go quick, and they're down 10. They probably want a bucket here. They're going to get a quick sub. They'll get in Toraya Ambrose to sub out for Sharif. And that ball is inbounded by Koima. There's 6 seconds left. And Koima takes an outside shot. It's no good. They crush the boards. Okoye gets it, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. After one, it's O'Gorman 15, Roosevelt 5. We will be back after this break. You are watching Sioux Falls Roosevelt and Sioux Falls O'Gorman on KLRN Sports Replay and online.
Welcome back to Roosevelt High School and this presentation of high school girls basketball. My name is Austin Merrill and I am joined by Brent Bowen. We are members of the Roosevelt High School sports broadcast team, and man, that was a good first quarter. Well, there wasn't I'll be honest, Brent. Roosevelt just didn't have the hustle they needed to keep up with O'Gorman. What do you think?
Yeah, a slow start for Roosevelt, for sure, and O'Gorman got out fast on them and made them pay for it. As you can see, they're down 10 already, as Koima for 3 is no good. Kid is rebounded by Ambrose, and there's going to be a jump ball, and that'll be Roosevelt basketball. Yeah, that was a fast first quarter. 8 minutes flew by right away, and both teams had a couple players getting a little foul trouble. Both teams have a player with 2 fouls, and Caleb Martinez will pick up a 3rd foul, and that will probably sit you out for the rest of the first half. Nice Hattie Giblin to check in for Caleb Martinez. That's the 15th foul on the Roosevelt. A couple fouls away for O'Gorman until they can shoot free throws, and they've shot pretty well from the free throw line today. As that's Kunkel bringing it up the floor. Tries to get the cut to Riley Benson, gives it to Ronzik. Ronzik takes it down low. As the tip ball is recovered by Muller. Out to Benson for 3, no good. And that'll be Roosevelt basketball as an O'Gorman player tipped it last.
Better defense there by Roosevelt. A little bit tighter. I like it though. I like it.
Yeah. Still 15-5 with 7:10 remaining as Koima takes another three and she got it. Koima with 8 points now it's a 7-point game with 7 minutes remaining.
Like I said earlier, you're not going to get points if you don't shoot enough baskets. And you see there, just shot right away, made the basket.
Yeah, gotta have some confidence in their shots there as Riley Benson has the ball to Okoye and they're going to give Okoye on an offensive push-off there. That's going to be her first foul of the half, team 5th. And Roosevelt will have the basketball to make it a 4 or 5 point game with just under 7 minutes left to go. As Hattie Gilman will bring it up the floor. And she'll give it over to Kaylee Schmidt. And she'll pass it back to Ambrose. Ambrose looking down low and it's intercepted by Ronzik. Ronzik down the floor. Over to Muller. Muller stays in bounds. Swings it out to Ronzik. Ronzik down to Okoye. Mismatch down low and they take advantage of that. Good moves by Okoye to notice that and good pass by Ronzik to get it up where the defender couldn't reach it. As Giblin will bring it up the floor. Swing it over to Kaylee Schmidt. Kaylee Schmidt will bring it back to Giblin. Giblin will bring it back to Tatum Koima. Giblin drives. Kicks it out to Kaylee Schmidt. Kaylee Schmidt dumps it off to Ambrose. And there will be another tie-up. And this one is going to be Roosevelt basketball. Seeing a lot of jump balls in this game. And this one's Roosevelt's as 17-8 with 5:57 left to go in the second quarter. Both teams have all 5 of their timeouts. Both teams have 5 fouls as well. As Koima passes into Giblin. And Giblin will swing it over to Almendina. Passes it back to Giblin. And that's Mason Nielsen in the corner for 3. Third three-pointer of the game for the Riders, and it's 17-11. They've shot the ball okay from three-point land so far with 9 of the 11 points as Ronzik comes back, misses a 3, and as Benson goes in for the rebound, but that's tapped out of bounds by Sharif. 5:34 left now. And this is a competitive game so far, 17-11.
Yeah, very physical so far. I've noticed a lot of contact, that's for sure.
Yeah, that ball swung out to Benson for 3, no good. Got the rebound by Isabel Moore. Isabel Moore swings it to Ronzik. Ronzik drives up the middle. Good help defense from Giblin. And Okoye's got a mismatch on Giblin. Goes back to Ronzik. Ronzik for 3, no good. Rebounded by Sharif, and that'll be a foul on Okoye. That's number 2 on Okoye. And we'll see if Obama will decide to keep him in, and I think they're going to get a sub. Number 43, Courtney Baruch will sub in for Okoye after she just picked up her second foul, and Roosevelt is 1 foul away from shooting free throws, which is always a good sign for points.
Always good to get some free throws in there, and hopefully some more points as it's 17-11 with 5:10 to go.
Yeah, as Giblin brings it up the floor, Giblin swings it over for Nielsen for 3, and she got it. And Roosevelt is just shooting hot from 3. It's 17-14 with 5 minutes remaining. They go up the floor fast. Isabel Moore for 3, no good. And they get the rebound as that's Baruch, and Baruch is going to be fouled.
I'll tell you what, Macy Nielsen, the past 2 threes she's taken, made both of them. And I think the tides have turned. Roosevelt all of a sudden gets that big push. Now they got momentum on their side. Yep. That's all they need, I'm telling you what.
6-0 run from a couple threes there. They'll get the foul on Roosevelt, number 15, Tatum Koima. They'll swing it out to Ronzik on the out-of-bounds play. Ronzik drives, puts it over to Benson, down low to Baruch. Good defense by Sharif, and she steps out of bounds, and that's an O'Gorman turnover. It's Roosevelt basketball. 4:44 left in the second quarter. It's O'Gorman 17, Roosevelt 14. Roosevelt with the ball with Hattie Giblin bringing it up the floor. As Roosevelt will try and get another good offensive look as they've had the last couple possessions. Giblin with a good drive, turns it over though. And now here comes Benson pushing up the floor. Benson pulls up, and it's going to bounce in. Riley Benson with their first bucket of the game, and the Knights push it up to a 5-point lead. And here comes Nielsen with the ball at the floor. Nielsen trying to look for a good pass. Giblin open in the corner. And that's Koima for three, no good. Rebounded by Ronzik. Ronzik pushes it up the floor. And that'll be a reaching foul on Giblin. That's going to be her second of the game. 17th foul on the Riders, and that should put O'Gorman at the line. And it will be a 1-1 for Ronzik, for Emma Ronzik and the Knights. And Emma Ronzik is 3 for 4 from the line today. Gonna try and put these two in to make it a 7-point game now. As Hattie Giblin staying in with 2 fouls. And so is Isabel Moore as Ronzik puts the first one through. 4:04 left, 2014 O'Gorman in the second quarter. Both teams are on the bonus as Ronzik makes the second one, and it's 21-14. Quick little 4-0 run for the Knights as Giblin brings it up the floor. He puts it down low to Ambrose. Ambrose with the finish, it's no good. As this Ronzik swings it over and a little high and off pass by Ronzik. That was intended for Reagan Riley, and another turnover for the Knights. With 3:51 left in the second quarter, it'll be Roosevelt basketball once again, and the tempo's going high. No team has used a timeout, and we just seem to have not stopped the game in the last 12 minutes.
Yeah, and all of a sudden to me, it kind of seems kind of neutral on the court. There's not a lot of momentum on either side now, and I don't know, we'll have to see what Roosevelt does here.
As Giblin passes it up to Reese, and there's Almendaner with Hattie Giblin off the ball screen. Hattie Giblin to the rack, and it is no good. Good take though, and it is off the foot of Ronzik, and it will be Roosevelt basketball. As the Riders catch a break there after the missed layup, they still get the ball back.
Yeah, and hopefully they can compromise on this here.
As they get it into Hattie Giblin, throws it over to Ambrose, who's hit off of, and that was a really high shot by Ambrose.
Yeah, I don't know. That was kind of a misfire, and I've noticed some of these shots are just obnoxious, as some of them aren't good decisions, and
yeah, you got to take some good shots at the basketball. Yeah. As Ronzik brings it up, swings it over to Isabel Moore, back over to Ronzik. Ronzik had a decent look, but gives it off to Riley. And that's a good takedown low by Muller. It's going to be stuffed by the Roosevelt defense. Kicks it up to Almendaner. Almendaner throws it to Giblin in this 2-3 O'Gorman zone. Kicks it over with Ronzik having good defense. Almendaner will have it on the left wing. Almendaner swinging over to Giblin. 14 seconds left on the shot clock, 2:45 left on the game clock. Giblin loses control of it. That's going to be picked up by O'Gorman. Isabel Moore is going to finish, and the Knights have a 9-point game. As O'Gorman and David Maxwell will use his first time out of the game. With 2:36 left in the second quarter, it's O'Gorman 23, Roosevelt 14. We'll be back after this break. You are watching Sioux Falls Roosevelt and Sioux Falls O'Gorman on KLO and Sports Replay and online. Welcome back to Roosevelt High School in this presentation of high school girls basketball. My name is Brent Bone and I'm joined by Austin Mera. We are members of the Roosevelt High School sports broadcast team. With 2:36 left in the second quarter, it's O'Gorman 23, Roosevelt 14. Roosevelt ball after Maxwell used his first time out as Almendaner brings it up the floor and swings it over to Koima. Koima up the middle to Ambrose. Ambrose tries to finish and no good. And it is rebounded by Baru, who brings it up to Ronzik, who has played the whole game, and swings it over to Carly Kunkel. Carly Kunkel takes it to the rack, no good. Roosevelt tries to push up the floor. They have numbers with Koima. Almendaner to the corner, the pass is tipped. We've seen a lot of deflections in this game by this O'Gorman zone. They had a pass, an open look in the corner, a good cut by Reesness, and that's going to be an and one, and O'Gorman will pick up the seventh foul of the half. That's a big spark for Ambrose and this Roosevelt girls basketball team.
Got down low, shot, got the foul, got the basket.
And now Ambrose will try and make this a three-point play.
Yeah.
As both teams have 7 fouls now. 1:57 left in the first half. It's a 7-point game. And a lane violation on Roosevelt causes the free throw to be no good. It went in, but they lose the point there. And to win games against good teams, you just can't have those silly mistakes, as Roosevelt goes to a 2-3 zone now. As they give it to Ronzik to try and take that away. And Carly Kunkel swings it back over to Muller. Muller down low to Ronzik. Ronzik, tough shot, no good. Rebounded by Baruch, which is good. And it moves up to a 9-point game. 1:30 left, 25-16 O'Gorman. Deep shot by Koima, no good. Rebounded by Ambrose. Kicks it out to Allmendinger. Allmendinger takes it to the rack. Kicks it out to Ambrose. Kicks it back to Allmendinger. Allmendinger kicks it back out to Ambrose. Ambrose, a tough little shot, no good. And it'll be a jump ball, great hustle by Macy Nielsen just to get that to be a jump ball, and O'Gorman will get possession, but still a good hustle there by Roosevelt as Salma Sharif will come in for Ambrose. Never mind, it will be a Roosevelt ball with the receiving O'Gorman ball, but it'll be a Roosevelt ball as that's Tatum Koima to throw the ball in. Never mind, they will signal an O'Gorman ball now. So it'll be Courtney Baruch to throw the ball in to Emma Ronzik, who has 13 points. They've shut him down better in the second quarter. She held it only 2 points, but still has over half of the O'Gorman points in this game. As Hannah Ronzik got the ball up top, and that's Abigail Muller for 3. As O'Gorman extends it out to a 12-point game.
Starting to think maybe there's starting to become a little bit more momentum on the O'Gorman side as Brooke Allmendinger takes the ball, now passes. Now it's in Macy Nielsen's hand. Back to Allmendinger. Back to Nielsen. Back and forth.
For O'Gorman since it was 11-2 since it was 17-14.
And just they are not executing like they should be. I don't know if it's miscommunication or I don't know. It's just there's just something missing that is just not.
Yeah, Roosevelt has they turned it over a lot in this game as there's 16 seconds left as the ball's over in Muller's hands on the right corner. He swings it up to Hannah Ronzik, back to Muller, over to Emma Ronzik. Emma Ronzik trying to work down low, good defense there, kind of slips off. Tough little floaters, no good. 3 seconds left, they have to throw up some shots. They have to throw it up right away. Allmendinger's shot is no good off the backboard. And that is the end of the first half. After one, it is O'Gorman 28, Roosevelt 16. We'll be back after this 10-minute halftime. You're watching Sioux Falls Roosevelt and Sioux Falls O'Gorman on KLR and Sports Replay and online.
Welcome back to Roosevelt High School and this presentation of high school girls basketball. My name is Austin Merrill and I am joined by Brent Bowen. We are members of the Roosevelt High School sports broadcasting team, and that first half did not disappoint.
No, it didn't. It is a 12-point game, but it's been a lot more energetic with Roosevelt's at one point in the second half just hitting about every single shot that they took. I mean, they only scored 16 points. They hit about 3 or 4 shots in a row. They had kind of a streaky first half. They hit a lot of shots in a row, and then they missed a lot of shots in a row. And it's a new half, and anything can happen. Oklahoma outscored Roosevelt in in a half, by 12 and a half, and Roosevelt can easily do the same thing. And here's your first half stats. Leading the Knights in scoring is Emma Runzik with 11 points. She only had 2 shots, or made 2 shots, but attempted 4. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. And she had 11 out of 28 points, so not quite half. And the leading scorer for the Riders was number 15, Tatum Quamo, with 7 points. On 2 for 6, both shots were 3-pointers, and Macy Nielsen and Tatum Quamo also played all 16 minutes of the first half. Also Mackenzie Reasons too, as Roosevelt will start with the ball on Hattie Giblin in the second half. And we are underway with the second half of this opening day game, as that passes over to Koima, who looks down low to Ambrose. Ambrose dribbles it out, passes it back over to Almendinger, who throws it to Koima. Koima after the ball screen from Ambrose. Over to Almendinger, gets a decent drive. Ambrose drives in for the finish. No good, but the foul is going to be on